These are the top platinum credit cards I use to raise over $100,000. Okay. And I'm going to tell you the data points on each card so that you can be able to leverage these cards as well. All right. Now, let's start with US Bank. Okay. And so here's the thing about it with the US Bank card, this is a tricky one, but it's very advantageous to you. And the reason is because this is a cash cow. All right. And the reason it's a cash cow, they look at the performance of what you're doing with the card and they automatically give you credit limit increases. All right. Now, not only do they give you credit limit increases, they also will give you convenience checks to liquidate. Okay, so they'll give you convenience checks to liquidate. Now, for those that are maybe some type of investor or you trying to start your own business, then this is one of the best banks you want to start with. Okay, now here's the thing about it: if you're brand new to US Bank, they may lowball you. Okay, and so what that means is that they may give you a low limit on this card. All right. They'll start you out with like maybe $500. All right. However, this card goes up to 50,000. Now, how do you play it is that when they give you that $500, what you have to do is max it out or at least use 50% of it and pay it off 3 to 5 days before the statement date, back down to zero. Okay. The more you leverage and utilize the card, the more of an opportunity. Now, after 90 days, what you can end up doing is actually requesting a credit limit increase because they see that you're actually utilizing the card. After 6 months, they're going to do an automatic review of the card themselves to give you a credit limit increase. All right. Now, usually they will pull your TransUnion FICO 9. Okay. Now, this this card is very important because of this. Not only because it uses a TransUnion FICO 9. Sometimes they depend on the reason. They may use Experian, but it's going to be a FICO 9. All right. Now, here's the thing about it: even although it has a FICO 9 scoring, just keep in mind that if you're going to use an authorized user, okay, it has to be an internal authorized user, all right, and they will calculate that, all right, to help you get a higher credit limit, all right. Now, also, once you're in with US Bank, then you can go over to their sister account, which is Elon Financial. And you can go over to Elon Financial since you're already in their database. So when they give you a credit limit, you can go over to Elon Financial, and the Elon Financial more likely will give you a higher credit limit as well. Now, the US Bank Platinum card, it has switched over to the Shield card. Now, the Platinum card used to give you 18 months for 0% interest on purchases and balance transfer. The new Shield card gives you 24 months, okay, on purchases and balance transfer. Then, when you apply for the Elon card, which is the sister company to this, they have credit cards over there for 0% for 18 months as well. And they'll give you convenience checks as well. So you can actually double up because you're already in their ecosystem. This is why I have this here card because it definitely makes it easier for you to raise up to $100,000. All right. So that's the first one. The second one is the Navy Federal Platinum card. Okay. And the reason I have this card because the intro on this here card, it was 0% when I got the card. Now I think their interest rates are like 0.99 or whatever, right? But this is the reason why I got this card. This is also another cash cow card. All right. And for many people, when they join Navy Federal, if they apply for this card, you either want the Visa or the MasterCard. All right. And there's a reason why. Let me break it down to you. Okay. So with Navy Federal, like I was mentioning about the authorized user, it's always best if you have an internal authorized user in order to help get higher limits. All right. Now that doesn't guarantee you higher limits. However, having a authorized user that's been long term, it definitely helps. Okay. And then also adding on utilities and subscriptions and stuff to increase the credit score. As a matter of fact, with Navy Federal, they have this new system where they help you build up your credit. All right. So they have a new system. Anybody that has noticed the new system or utilized the new system, put it in the comments. Now, the reason I call this a cash cow is because, like, on the cash advance, they usually give you maybe 50% on the cash advance. However, there's a backdoor way to actually liquidate the full card. Okay. And so when you want to liquidate the full card, you have to get their Go prepaid card. Okay. And with the Go prepaid card, long as you have the Visa or MasterCard version of this card, then you can do a balance transfer of your cash over to that card. And they don't charge you a balance transfer fee on it, right? Because like with some banks, they'll either charge you maybe $10, $5 or $10 minimum, and maximum up to 5 or 10% for balance transfer. With Navy Federal, they don't do that. Okay. So that's the reason why I'm telling you this is a cash cow card. Because with that Go prepaid card, you can use that like a regular debit card to actually get the money off. So if you transfer the money from the credit card to the Go prepaid card, and then like if you want to upload it to like PayPal, or maybe you have other places that you want to try, you're trying to buy something like a car or something like that, you can use plastic and hook up your card to that, and hooking up your debit card to that, of course, minus the fees or whatever, but you're able to actually get actual real cash off of this. Okay. Now, just keep in mind when you use this strategy, just keep in mind when you max out the card, yes, your DTI, your debt to income ratio, does go up. Okay. And this will bring down your credit score. All right. And so usually the impact on your credit score, maxing out a card, the average you usually is going to see maybe about 25 to 30 points that your credit score drop temporarily until you start paying it back. Okay. Now, the good part about Navy Federal, let's just say that you have some financial challenges and you're not able to make your payments, they will actually pause the card and take lower payments. Okay. And then with your other loans and stuff, they will allow you to skip payments as well. Okay. On the car loans and on the personal loans also. So this is why Navy Federal is my second top tier card. The American Express Platinum is my third card. Okay. Now, most people are not aware. You can actually treat this like a revolving card as well, because the American Express card is a charge card. However, you can actually designate a certain amount. Okay. Let's just say it's 50,000 on this card. Then what ends up happening is that you say, okay, well, I'm going to use about 15 to 20,000 of it. So what they'll do, they'll take that 15 to 20,000 and they'll put it on a payment plan for 6 months. While that other remaining balance, if you use beyond that, it's like a charge card and you'll have to pay that off. All right. Now, this here American Express is usually going to use your Experian FICO 8. Okay, so it would use your Experian FICO 8. Going back to the Navy Federal TransUnion FICO 9, in case somebody missed that. But with the American Express Platinum, it's Experian FICO 8. Sometimes they'll pull a TransUnion. If you're brand new, they may do uh, to hard pull. However, if you're already in their ecosystem, then you won't even see a hard pull on your credit. Now, the good part about this is that with this here car, this is the reason why I don't own a car. Okay. And the reason I say that, if you've seen the video that I recently posted, I go more into details of why I don't own a car. But this is the best car that I have, especially the way I travel and I stay in a lot of high-end hotels and stuff. And so I get a lot of perks and stuff for me and my family. Plus, I do own a timeshare, in which, for those of you that follow me, I did explain to you about the timeshare hack and how to make money on Airbnb with the timeshare. Okay. But this here, you can't liquidate it like a regular credit card. However, you can leverage it um, like a regular revolving card. Okay. So, also, I wanted to tell you something so you won't put yourself in harm's way with American Express. If you ask, if you keep on checking your spending limit, okay? Like I said, when you find out they gave you $50,000 and you keep on checking that spending limit, what it can do is activate a financial review. And by it activating a financial review, then what ends up happening is that you would have to present your pay stubs as well as your bank statements as well as taxes. Now, one way to get around that financial review is, whenever you pay in this here card, use your primary bank account that has the largest deposits to pay the card. And that way they can always check, because they check automatically anyway to see what's going on and stuff like that. And so by you connecting your bank account with this, your primary bank account and stuff, and pay the card off and stuff like that, you can get over that financial review. All right. Now, in terms of credit limit increases and stuff like that, whenever you ask for a credit limit increase, even on cards like this, you never want to go over 3x that amount. Okay. If you go over 3x that amount, they're going to automatically deny you. All right. So that's the reason why you don't want to go over that. So I hope this video helps you. If you have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.